How to manage bursitis in your shoulder. If you're suffering with shoulder pain and you think it's bursitis, or that's been confirmed by a doctor or a physio or an MRI report, this video is perfect for you. Hi, my name is Tommy Brennan. I'm the owner of the Pain and Performance Clinic based in Dublin. So, this issue can be extremely sore and it can leave you very debilitated, not being able to do lots of movements or many movements at all without extreme pain. It seems a little bit counterintuitive, but to get over this, you need to be proactive and you need to start doing more to help yourself. We're going to go through a series of exercises starting from the beginner stage if it's very, very sore, and as it becomes less sore, they become your warm-up and you move on to more advanced exercises. But the fixing of this condition, it responds so much better to exercise than to any other intervention like massage or injections or surgery. A lot of that is unnecessary, but people are pretty helpless with this sometimes and they're not told all the things they can do to help themselves. That's what we want to fix in this video. If you're getting massaged with it and that makes you feel good, fair enough, but the fixing of this involves doing the exercises. So let's get started with the first ones. The first exercises involve working the muscle without there being any movement here. So I'm going to do this action here without there being movement. So as you can see here, I have my two fingers at my wrist and I'm doing that action, and I can feel muscles in my shoulder starting to work. I'm going to do it for about 20 or 30 seconds. I'm going to take a break and do that 3 times. I'm also then going to do the belly press exercise where I have my hand here and I push in. And again, I can feel the muscles working here. For another 20 seconds, I'm going to take a break for maybe 40 seconds and again, do that 3 times. They're the very early stage exercises that you can do to work the muscles without irritating it through much movement. You still might feel it a little bit. You're not doing any damage. They are the starting point that you need to get going with. And then if you can do any mid-range pain-free movement like this in between, I would encourage that as well. Those exercises can be done 2 to 3 times a day. The second stage of exercises involves using a band, and it's also going to involve, for now, doing a lot of exercises where you keep your elbow close to your side. If you go straight out into these positions here, that can really irritate the bursa in your shoulder. So all the early stage exercises are going to involve you keeping your elbow close to your side. And that can improve function enough for you to be able to move out this way afterwards. But we don't need to try and start with these exercises. Banded pull exercise. Again, keep the elbow close to your side. Pull your elbow back as far as you can and all the way forward. You should be able to do several reps, 15 to 20 repetitions of those. And again, if you want to break, just move it around like this. Another banded exercise you can do is keep your elbows in close to your side and just start pressing overhead. A little bit of pain and ache is okay. It shouldn't be distressing and it shouldn't be worse afterwards. So you choose the amount of repetitions that you can do. So see, if I keep my elbows close like this, that's certainly a little bit nicer than having my elbows out like that. If the band is too tough, you can sometimes bring it in here and it's a little bit less stressful and you still get the movement done. So again, you're trying to get a little bit of work in the muscles without annoying the shoulder. It's okay to feel it a bit, but you shouldn't be suffering afterwards. In between, just loosen out your arm. Next exercise you should be able to do, again, keeping your elbow in close to your side, but you can start doing a pull or a row exercise. Hold it for a second or two, all the way down. So, once you get to that stage, that should give you a little bit more confidence because you've gone from being very sore, not being able to do much with your shoulder, to potentially still having some shoulder pain, but able to do a lot more. If you put those exercises together, that's a little session that you can do. Don't be afraid to use your shoulder for example, if you're trying to run or the cross trainer, even if you can feel it a little bit, you're not doing any damage to it. But adding these exercises in can actually bring down the pain so you can feel better after doing them. Some people just never get started because they feel the pain in the first set and they stop because they think they're doing damage. That's not the case at all. These are all safe. You just need to choose the appropriate weight and do the correct dosage. So don't do so many that you suffer afterwards. The next exercise we're going to do to help with this is going to involve you lying on your side with a very light weight. Keep your elbow tucked. And you're just bringing this weight up and down. It has to be a light weight. And again, go to the point where you feel your shoulder is very tired, but it shouldn't be too sore. You should feel a lot of fatigue in around the back of the shoulder especially. If you can get to the stage where you can cope with that exercise, that's one that's going to really help you. So if you can start off with a really light weight of 1 or 2 kg, do that as soon as you're able to do it, because that will help that shoulder make a lot of progress. For the last stage, we're just going to involve pushing your arm up a little bit. So choose a weight that's lighter than you could normally do it. And for your first time pressing overhead, if you have your arm out here, this is going to be a little bit tougher on your shoulder. It's good to get there, but you might start by keeping your elbow close to your side like this. And we're just going to go with a shoulder press exercise. In time, again, stop with 2 or 3 repetitions. But in time, as you feel better, you can absolutely go back into your traditional shoulder press exercise like that with dumbbells or with a bar. But to build up to it, start in here. So there's a group of exercises you can do to help yourself get over bursitis condition in your shoulder. Start off with the earlier stage exercises, but then they become your warm-up before you do the entire session in the gym. Doing that 3 days a week can strengthen your shoulder, and as time goes on then, the pain also reduces. If you have any questions on this, please feel free to comment below and we'll get back to you. If you like the content, please like and subscribe.